Okay guys, I'm back again, and the next vegetable we're planting are green beans. You know, your basic canned green bean type of green beans where you eat the whole pods and all. And as far as one of the vegetables that provide the most food for the bang for your money, you get the most bang for your buck, I'd have to say the green beans are probably one of them. We're going to plant 2 rows, and they're going to be 10 feet long, and that will easily feed my family of 4, well 3.5 right now, but almost 4. And we will can enough to, that'll be enough plants to can enough to last us the whole winter too. Green beans are one of those plants where once they start producing, you can pick green beans about every 3 days all summer long until the first frost, and then after that the frost usually kills them out. But planting green beans is just like planting the lima beans we did earlier. What I have are bush beans, a couple different varieties. It's all up to you as far as varieties. Sometimes I plant some of the yellow ones, the wax beans. I kind of actually like them. They're a little milder, less of a green bean taste. But this year we're just doing the regular old-fashioned green beans. They're bush, so they don't vine up. They'll stay in like small little plants. They'll only get about a foot tall, and they'll produce so many green beans that you'll be giving them away to your neighbors, which is a great thing because you know, most people can eat green beans at least 3-4 times a week with every meal, and you know you ain't never going to go hungry. But okay, so earlier you saw me hoe up 2 rows just like I did with the lima beans, and it's the same exact planting basically. You just put them in your rows about 3 inches apart. I plant them about 1 at a time. I just drop them in every 3 inches. Plant them down about 2 inches deep. I keep my rows 18-20 inches apart. You want to make sure you got enough room so you can walk between the rows and pick the beans. Do that with all the beans that you plant. Otherwise they'll start growing into each other and it'll be a big problem. Then after you get them all planted, I usually plant 2 rows, and you just take a little dirt and just wipe over them. You're only planting them about 1 inch deep or so. If you're a little bit deeper, that's fine. If you're a little less, that's fine too. But yeah, this is definitely a go-to vegetable for us and our family. We plant them, and we can them in the fall. Can them all through the summer. We usually try to eat what we can, and then we can the rest, because the first picking, these 2 rows, the first picking I'll probably get maybe 3/4 of a half-gallon bucket of beans, and there's no way you're going to eat that many. So we keep some fresh, and we can the rest. And we usually can them as many times as it takes to get as many cans of green beans we need in our pantry. And well, put it this way, ever since we started this garden, which I started it seriously about 6 years ago, I decided I was not going to buy any more vegetables from the market. And about 6 years ago I started my garden, and I haven't bought a vegetable from the grocery store in 6 years. I can everything. And that's what it takes to be self-reliant. You know, the only time I do buy a vegetable at the grocery store is if it's something weird that I can't grow here in Ohio. And there's a few, you know. I mean, my girlfriend likes the tropical stuff, and so we get a little bit of that and stuff. But you know, I got, as far as apples and peaches and all that, we've got them all here. We got apple trees, peach trees, plum trees, apricot trees, cherry trees. We got rows of blueberry bushes, rows of raspberries. Of course, we go out and collect our own black raspberries in the summertime, and blackberries, and we got a row of strawberries here. We don't buy anything as far as vegetables go and fruits go, other than stuff that is a little foreign to Ohio and you can't grow it here. But anyways, that's another subject. That's my take on planting green beans. If you got a small garden, this is one of those vegetables you'll want to put in there. You know, because you'll get a bunch. You will get a bunch for the money you invest in them. I mean, you know, I think I bought a little bag like this. It was like $2 or $3, And actually I bought this last year. There was nothing there to plant us this year and last year. So, you know, and that's another thing, you know, a lot of these seeds, if you don't use them all in the first year, you could save a lot of different seeds and plant them the next year too. And they do just fine. Sometimes you can plant them a little heavier if you don't think they're going to germinate just right, and you'll be okay. But anyways, that's my take on green beans.